Hi, I'm Shipra Singh from careerright.com, and in this video we are going to deal with another very important interview question. That is, what are your weaknesses? Yes, this is one of the most dreaded interview questions because it makes you feel vulnerable and you feel that a wrong answer may actually cost you the opportunity. In this video, I'm going to show you why you don't need to get scared of this question, an approach to deal with it, and sample answers for freshers and experienced candidates. So stay tuned till the end and make sure that you handle the question in the right way. Okay, now the dread that comes with this question arises from the feeling that if interviewers find out my weaknesses, they may not hire me. However, we forget that all of us are human beings and each of us has our own weaknesses. So it is okay as far as we are ready to work on them. With this question, the interviewer is actually interested in finding out following two things. Number one, the way you deal with this question. Number two, they want to find out if there are any red flags that will prevent them from hiring you. So interpret this question as, is there anything that will prevent me from hiring you? These shortcomings may be in the form of your skills or your attitude or both. Okay, while I advised you not to get scared of this question, I would also like to alert you from committing the following three mistakes. Mistake number one, saying that I don't have any weaknesses. As I said earlier, you are a human being and it is absolutely okay for a human being to have weaknesses. There's no reason to feel scared. A weakness in a professional setup is something that can be improved upon. All that you need to do is identify and work on improving it. Mistake number two, offering a weakness that is critical to the role. Now, offering a weakness that is absolutely critical to the role, it is like shooting yourself in the foot. If you have managed to identify your weakness, the better thing to do is work on it and improve it. And the last one, stretching your strength and presenting it as a weakness. Yes, taking your strength to the other extreme and saying that it is a weakness isn't really the right thing to do. The interviewers are intelligent people. They can easily see through what you are trying to do. So handle this question with honesty coupled with smartness. Whenever I am an interviewer, I pay a lot of attention not to the answer they provide, but to the way they deal with the question. Because I know that a good answer to this question can come only and only from a candidate who possesses good self awareness and has invested time in preparation. It is only when you are aware of your shortcomings that you can take steps to overcome them. And if you can weave a story around how you work on improving your weaknesses, this question can really set you apart from everybody else. Okay, so now let us see how to choose the right kind of weaknesses and frame them into words to form an answer. Step number one, make a list of all your weaknesses. Give yourself some time to think and come up with a list of things that you really want to improve about yourself. Step number two, strike out any weaknesses that are absolutely unrelated to the role. For example, if you're applying to a sales position, then not being a good dancer is something absolutely unrelated. You may want to improve upon it, but as an interviewer, I won't really be interested in it. Similarly, strike out any weaknesses that are absolutely critical to the role. For example, again, if you're applying for a sales position, you can't say that your communication skills are not good because this is the primary requirement. For such weaknesses, you have to take efforts to improve upon them. Now, what you're left with are your weaknesses that you can talk about in this question. And lastly, weave a story around these weaknesses and show that although these are weaknesses, they are not detrimental to the role and how you are working upon improving them. For example, if I were to answer this question as an experienced candidate who finds it difficult to manage time and keep up with the deadlines, I would say something like, yes, I'm trying to work on my time management skills. I was shifted to a new project some months back, and I realized that I was not able to finish my tasks on time, which at times meant that I was missing on the deadlines or had to work for longer hours. When I tried to evaluate the problem, I realized that this role required a lot of coordination with the team and the client, in addition to the regular tasks I was doing. So I set aside some time specifically for follow-ups with the team. This improved my focus, and I'm already noticing that I'm able to manage my time better now. So you see how this type of answer shifts the focus of the talks from being problem oriented to becoming solution oriented. Always identify the weakness and tell the interviewer what you are doing about it. Now let us see how the sample answer for a fresher can be. As a fresher, you won't have the experience of corporate world. So it is okay to talk about something from your academic or personal life. For example, my communication skills were a concern for me. Although I could communicate fluently in English, my talks were not impressive because my language was very plain and lacked glamour. When I listened to some other people on internet, I realized that a good way to achieve what I wanted was to include some idioms and phrases in my talks. So I started learning them online. It has been a month since I'm doing this, and I'm happy to see the change this has brought in me. So you see how a right answer can help you score even with the most dreaded questions. With this, we come to the end of this video. If you liked it, do give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. To stay updated with more such questions, do subscribe to our channel. For any queries that you may have, drop us a comment in the box below and we'll definitely get back to you. Thank you and see you in the next video.